Your body is intelligence itself, and it has everything you need within it to take you all the way to the deepest level of awakening. And in a certain way, realizing that form and formless are the same thing, that's the beginning of something embodying itself. And we can look at some of the miraculous things that some awakened beings can do throughout history. With there's many documented miracles happened in awakened beings, around awakened beings, through their body-mind vehicle, because the truth has been so deeply embodied that this is not a body. The first thing to be willing to accept is it's not a human body at all. What if it is life itself speaking to you? And what if it's talking a particular language to you, your body, that we could learn how to communicate with it better? And it begins with listening to it. Your body's always talking to you. Just stopping right now as I'm talking, checking in with your body, see how it's feeling. Just give it a quick scan. Is there any pain, tension, anything pleasurable? Is it comfy, uncomfy, hot or cold, hungry, tired? Are you excited in your body, frustrated? Are you tense because you might want to get something out of this class that you don't know what it is? And notice how pretty much you were completely overriding that until I asked you to stop and check in. You were just kind of ignoring what was going on in the body, and we all do. So let's see if we can treat it as a holy temple. I know it's a cliche, my body is a temple, but it really is. It's made of Christ consciousness, constructed uniquely for you, with the physical characteristics that correspond to the emotional characteristic, to the mental characteristic features that correspond to the astral ones. So anything that's going on within your body is not going on by accident. It is divinely orchestrated to give you the life experience that's going to help you wake up. So the first way that your body is going to help you really is, well, it's always helping us, is to recognize that it's giving you real-time feedback all the time. That learning to speak its language, it is going to really, really help you. So your body is made of the universe itself, and let's assume it is as intelligent as the because it is the sentience that has inherent in every single cell, and even in every cell, in every subatomic particle, in every cell of your body, in every subatomic particle. And they get pretty small these days. I haven't followed the latest research, but in every subatomic particle is the sheer power of the whole universe. It's not that that power has divided itself equally into however many billion cells we have. That power is present in every single cell of your body. And when I really got this, I couldn't look at my body in the same way again. There was an awe and a reverence for it. And a reverence for it because despite how many times I wanted it to just feel blissful, it did never lie to me, ever, not once. It was the most amazing Zen teacher I could have ever asked for. Didn't want it to tell me the truth most times, but it would never, ever lie. The only time it may seem to lie to us is when we have some belief in the way, and we'll go into that in a minute. So when there's something going on in your body, are you willing to listen to what it's saying? And I'm saying that because for the most part, I totally overrode my body's guidance. And again, notice how the body is always telling us something. So when we first begin to get on the pathway and we begin to realize who we are, have a glimpse or have some amount of love begin to flow through, the life force in the body, most people's life force energy is extraordinarily deficient. It's not being allowed down from the astral or soul level into the physical body because there's a disconnect in the mental and emotional levels. So the thoughts that we're believing, so I have this desire in my soul, and my thought structure is not allowing it to come down from the heart chakra to the astral, to the mental level, the mind, solar plexus. This is why when we have ideas that are completely undigestible, when we believe ideas that are not palatable, that our gut, our solar plexus, our stomach, our digestive system, everything can go out of whack. Your body is telling you in a very clear mirror that this attitude that I'm holding on to is not digestible. It's very, very untrue. And of course, other parts of the body tell us other things. The body is a walking metaphor. If you know Louise Hay's work at all, it's useful in a very metaphorical way. If there's something wrong with my legs, I don't really want to step forward on some level. I don't feel safe or worthy. If there's something wrong with my arms, I feel like I'm carrying too much. Something wrong with my face. I'm scared to really show myself to the world. Something wrong with my shoulders. And then I feel like I've got a huge, huge burden on me. I'm carrying the weight of the world or myself or my awakening on my shoulders. On and on it goes. And I don't want to spend a lot of time looking at that particular aspect because you can look that up. So we all have perspectives and attitudes and ways of looking at ourselves, the world, and others, and our awakening that we have brought from the previous lifetime. Imagine lifetime, the body that the soul used last time didn't manage to fulfill some desires that the soul has. So the reason it didn't get fulfilled is because there's these beliefs on the mental level, and they begin to play out in this lifetime. That's why we see young children having the same karmic patterns playing, because they brought them in from the previous lifetime. And as soon as those beliefs start to play out, we begin to notice those beliefs by negative emotions. And then even if our body is quite well, it will still be tense. And depending on our individual karma, we might play out our beliefs very literally in our body, or in our finances, or in our relationships or career. But it will always be felt in the body. The body will be telling you in any particular moment. So again, just gently scanning your body right now. Notice any subtle signs. It might not be an outright pain, but where is it tense? Where is it achy? Where does it not move properly like you'd like it to? Does it feel like there's certain parts that are stiff or not moving? Is there actually any physical pain, aches? Right now, as you're sitting there, are you ignoring some feedback coming from your body? And I'm saying that because we all do. Let's not blame ourselves. So your body is made of infinite intelligence. It is extraordinarily helpful in life in general, but also in the awakening process. So the first way it's going to really help you is to show you what attitudes we have in the mind and the emotions. And we looked at the mind and emotions in lesson 2, the belief and then the emotion that comes from that. And again, looking at lesson 2, If my stomach, my digestive system is really out of whack, if I can't assimilate things, and there's a lot of fear in my system, in my emotional system, in my emotional body, if we think that the fear is because my body isn't working properly, then we're going to not be able to really listen to the intelligence of the body. That's why we understand lesson 2 first, that the issue in the physical body is a reflection of something on the emotional and mental level. So we have to resolve it on a mental and emotional level. Any physical healing thing that we do for the body, whether that's an alternative therapy or traditional medicine or all of the above, is going to be a temporary fix at best until the root cause in the higher bodies of the aura, the mental and emotional, has been resolved on that level. And then the energy can flow down through unimpeded. Each time we contemplate a belief and realize it's not true, more life force is allowed to flow down through the system and into the body. Wellness, vitality, flexibility, longevity, any other positive thing you could want for the body is really just a reflection of excess, more than enough, abundant life force energy. Illness, disease, inflexibility, all of that is really just a reflection of not enough life force energy, because so much of it is tied up in continuously having to... The ego is like a building that's always falling apart, and we're constantly having to put more energy in. It costs a lot of energy to keep shoring it up, because the beliefs that we're believing are so opposite to what's actually true. So your body is always telling you how opposite what you're currently feeling and thinking is to what's actually true. So somebody in your workplace says to you, you've really screwed that up, you're going to get in big trouble, you shouldn't have done that. We think that the feeling in our body that happens, and the tension and the fear or the shame or the anger, whatever arises in the emotional body, and then the corresponding contraction in the body is because of what that person just said to us. But actually what's happening is we're hearing what they say, which is a reflection of what we're already holding inside in our mental body, our mind, and we're agreeing with it. So we go, yeah, I really shouldn't have done that. We might not verbalize it, but inside, in a nanosecond, we agree with it. And in that agreement, we cut off a load of life force energy to the body in that moment by moment. And as the life force in the body drops, it feels like, well, life force drops first in the emotional body. We call that a negative emotion. It's really just not enough energy. And then it drops in the physical body too, simultaneously. And our body begins to tell us what we're actually thinking in that moment is totally untrue. So it's not what that person's saying, it's our agreement with it. Because that person could say the same thing and we go, it's fine. I haven't done anything wrong. I was doing my best. And then there's no restriction of life force energy, and the body feels relaxed and peaceful. The worse your body feels in any particular moment is showing you just how opposite what you're currently entertaining in your mind is to what's actually true. So north and south on a compass, north being truth and south being absolutely untrue, as untrue as you can get. I'm a separate being, south. I don't deserve to exist, south. And your body is telling you constantly, this is so far off. You are so far off course from what is actually true. I am the self. I do deserve everything that I want. So there's these desires in the soul level, whatever you want to call that you've brought in. Desire to, from this lifetime, from previous lifetime rather, desire to be loved, to feel safe, to feel free, to feel unlimited, to feel accepted. On and on it goes. We all have our own version of that. The soul really is a bundle of desires. And it tries to manifest physically, but it hits this blockage of, I don't deserve that. Or I'm not safe. Or I am a separate being. On and on it goes, and it can't show up. So the body is telling you, the physical body is telling you the discord between your desire and what you're believing to be true in that moment on the mind level. And then your emotional body tells you that's so way off course. So guilt, feeling shame, feeling anger, fear, jealousy, rage, despair, anything at all that you could name as a negative emotion, right from irritation, frustration, impatience, right down to despair, apathy, fear, all of that. You can feel the level of untruth increasing. And when we get to low emotions like despair, it is so utterly untrue what we're believing. And when we're just slightly irritated, it's only slightly untrue. And we feel content, relaxed, it's slightly true. We're kind of almost on course, but it's going to take us a while to get there. When we are ecstatic, joyful, blissed out, your body is screaming at you, keep doing what you're doing. And when the body's like really suffering in pain, contracted, a lot of negative emotion, your body's screaming at you, you are so far off course that you've actually turned right around to everything that you want. This is the way to everything you want, north, and you're heading this way in your thought structure. Really, you're already that, but in your thought structure, you have turned 180 degrees away from what's true.